What's up, guys? Welcome to my roof. You can see beautiful Baltimore in the background. I thought this would be a perfect time to say hello to Zena. Hi. And to answer some questions that you guys sent in about Team USA. So Meg Dowdy and I are doing the Live Like a Pro series. You guys sent in a bunch of questions about Team USA that we didn't get to answer last week, so I thought I'll answer them now. On my pretty rooftop looking at the Baltimore sunrise. What a great day to be alive. Let's answer some questions. Alright, so I'm gonna dive right on in. I have all of your questions right on my phone. I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can and as quick as I can. So let's see how I do. MLX 22, what teams does Team USA play against? So depending on whether we're in competition or not, sometimes we play against other countries, so Canada, England, Australia, Israel, or if we're not in a competition, so it's not World Cup, it's not World Games, we could still potentially play those teams, but we also play a lot of college teams. So we're playing Maryland in Fall Classic in October, we've played Carolina, we played JMU last year, we play a bunch of the top teams in the country, just trying to see the best competition and prepare ourselves for a World Cup or a World Games. Catherine Murphy, how is the team chosen? So we're doing it a little bit different than we have in the past. It's been an invitational. So the coaches have been inviting different players in for each weekend. So each roster, each training weekend has changed. And then this summer we will have tryouts, and then it will be a competition year like normal. So we'll try out and then it'll whittle from 36 to 24 to 18 most likely. Grace Jenkins, on October 18 for Fall Classic, will you be signing autographs? We haven't gotten our schedule yet, but I'm assuming there will be a time for an autograph session, so make sure you bring your sticks or your shirts so that we can all sign your apparel for Fall Classic. Waverly Oak, when did you first start playing on Team USA? I was placed on the team my sophomore year, so in 2013, the fall of 2013. It was the summer or the fall right after their World Cup. Lots of players had retired, and so I was placed on the World Cup. I was placed on the World Team USA roster to kind of fill some holes because there weren't a lot of subs, and then the subsequent year I made the team in tryout. So I've been on the team since 2013. Should I make the trip all the way from Massachusetts? Kayla Quirk, yes, absolutely. We would love to see you. Klex 29, who's the most inspiring player on the team? That's a good question. I mean, all of my teammates inspire me in different ways. Everyone is such an incredible person, such an incredible teammate. Each person has their own story. I think Michelle Tumalo is somebody who has just worked her butt off to be on this team. She was cut from the 2013 roster, ended up making the 2017 roster, is a huge, vocal leader, presence leader, just a great person. She loves this game and loves playing, and you can just see that passion and how hard she's worked to get back from injury. She was hurt her senior year, to get back from heartbreak from being cut, and just really enjoys every second she's on the field. What is your advice for a high schooler that eventually wants to make it to that level? I'm sorry, I cut off your name. It looks like Abby something. I would suggest, keep working on your stick work, keep studying the game, really being a student of the game. This level of play is so fast-paced, and you're playing against the best players in the world that you really have to be able to play smart and think at that next level. So studying game film, asking questions, watching other teams play, then going out and doing it yourself, working on yourself on the field, in the weight room, in fitness. That's what's gonna help you kind of get to this next level. Sydney Leanne, what are the practices like? Super intense, really, really intense. Actually, it's probably the hardest 2 hours of my day. Sometimes you have 2 or 3 in a day. Everyone's just so competitive and goes so hard because we are trying to make a team that it's just really, it's a high level of lacrosse, but it is a lot of fun, but it is very intense as well. Let's go 3 more. How long are your practices? Cali short. How long do your days last? Really depends. We usually at least have 1 practice a day. Depending on our game schedule, we'll have a practice and then a game. Sometimes we've played 2 games or 3 games in a day. Sometimes we've practiced, worked the tournament, had 2 games, signed autographs. So it really just depends on our schedule for the weekend, but you can bet on playing anywhere from 4 to 8 hours of lacrosse a day, probably for the weekend. We don't get a lot of time together, so when we are together, we really have to make it work. 2 more. Who is your favorite USL employee? Lance Bassel. Oh, he was our old manager. He starred with Jay Dyer in the TC21 news channel from World Cup in 2017. So if you need to look him up, that's who he is. He's now with the New York Riptide for the NLL. We missed him dearly. But he was the best. And lastly, what do you enjoy the best about your experience with USA Lacrosse? E. Johnston. That's a good one to end on. There's a couple of things I enjoy. One, I enjoy playing, just playing lacrosse at the highest level. I love this game. I love playing it. It's been a part of my life for almost 20 years now. 2, I love playing and being around the best coaches, best teammates, best people in the country who all feel the same way about lacrosse that I do and who want the game to grow and use it to become a better person and use it for so much more than just exercise and to play. And then I think the best thing is being able to wear USA across your chest and play for something that is so much bigger than yourself and for so many people all wrapped up in one. So I would have to say that's my favorite. Alright guys, that's a wrap. I did 6 minutes. I'm pretty proud of myself for how many questions I got through in 6 minutes. Next Q&A over the next couple weeks we'll have to do with everything college lacrosse. So it could be recruiting, it could be what it was like to be at Maryland, questions about current college rules, anything college lacrosse. Comment below, DM me your questions because I want to hit that in the next couple weeks. Until then, see you next week. Bye. Bye. Zena, say bye. Say bye. Bye.